Welcome back, everybody, to the TCCV podcast, episode 9, Junior Year. I'm your host, Tyler Cowden. My co-host, Carson Van.
What's poppin'?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
How was your week?
Let's see here. I got my car serviced today. Brought it in.
Tough.
I hit the gym.
Obvious.
Of course. It's a weekly thing. It doesn't look like I do, but I do hit the gym.
Okay, stop.
But let's see what else. Lost parlays, of course.
Got.
I
won you $300 though.
Real, you did.
Okay, stop.
And what else did I do? I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm excited for Thanksgiving.
Are you?
Yep. What about you?
Too.
What did you do this week?
So the main things that come to mind. Saturday, I was with my chiropractor, Dakota Freeborg, the new Art of Chiropractor. Go to him. I got you, Dakota. I was with him on Saturday. I had to help him buy 120 pies.
Oh.
That took 5 hours to do.
That sounds interesting.
It was fun, though. And then yesterday, I went to a Timberwolves game with Mason Lazinski. He watches this. So
yes, he does.
yeah,
Shout out.
But yeah, I went in the gym, obviously.
Of course.
And I hit parlays at least.
Yeah. Hey, W.
Yeah.
At least one of us won.
Yeah, me. All right, well, like we said, talking about junior year. But we have a special guest again. Whoa! The one, the only, the guy who never watches these podcasts, Cooper Kennedy.
Clap it up.
Attaboy. He's here.
Thank you for having me, fellas.
Of course.
In the building. Doesn't watch these.
Before we start, we want to give a shout out to Mama Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Lisa Kennedy, man.
Thank you for watching the podcast. Tell your son to watch it and listen to it.
I'm trying, man, okay?
Literally.
I'm trying.
At the gym. You can just watch it at the gym. Carson, get in the frame.
So I will. My bad. I'll kick it off here. Junior year. So COVID happened. What was it?
End of that year.
In
Was it
March.
the end?
It started in March.
Okay. So I'm not gonna lie to you boys. I remember sophomore. I remember freshman. I don't remember much of junior year. Junior year was very uneventful for me.
Not for me.
So we'll kick it off with something we all know, sports.
Oh, yes.
So how did basketball go? Because you were still playing basketball.
No.
At the
I
time,
wasn't.
correct?
I
You
quit
weren't.
freshman year basketball. So.
Okay.
I got some stories.
Okay. Well, how about let's not sit like that when you're telling your
I'm
stories.
sitting like this.
Bro, I was just telling him this,
All
man.
right, so I got stories for days. These are the main things. I'm not gonna go with whatever.
For basketball?
Yeah, these are the main things. All right, so we'll start at. Okay, so the very first thing that happened that year was.
Did you make a list?
Yeah, I haven't.
Oh, you are
That's
so
everything junior.
unoriginal.
Jeez, watch your mouth. All right, well, because I would not remember these things if we were.
Okay.
But
I'll let you cook.
one thing was during practice, we were practicing whatever. It was the last 15 minutes. We were scrimmaging varsity versus JV, and we're smoking JV, obviously.
Smoking hot pack, is this gas or what?
And I went in for a layup, and one of the kids, I'm not gonna name drop him, he went to block my shot, missed the ball, thumb went in my eye. I laid on the ground for 5 minutes. I could not see out of the eye. It was blurry. My vision was gone.
Okay.
I was pissed. And then that kid, he literally walked out of practice, sat in that little area where you guys were jumping in sophomore year. And
We were jumping.
Yeah, during McQuiston's class.
Yeah.
He was just sitting out there on that bench with face to the ground. He was so sad because he hurt me. And I had to go out there after I was okay and got my vision back. And I was like,
hey, buddy. Gave him a nice right hook.
I was like, well, it's okay, I'm good. I had to pop blood vessel again.
I mean, I was gonna sounded like a good block to me and all. Yeah,
real, bro.
Yeah, he didn't touch the ball.
So did pop blood vessels?
Yeah.
How do those go about healing? They just heal natural,
They
right?
just healed that was the second one in that same
Oh,
eye.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Your eye being red for
yeah.
a solid 2
Yep.
months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was tough. So that happened.
Got him in a fight with a tiger, bro. That was a crazy story when you
I
told
know,
us
right?
that.
I know. I don't want to brag. I missed a wide open layup in a game. Wide open.
Like breakaway or?
No, I was standing on the ball. I think it was against North Lakes. I don't care about name dropping the teams.
You
Carson,
just did,
stop
though,
flexing.
so.
My bad, bro.
I said I don't care about teams. But I think they just missed a shot, and I'm standing down at the end wide open. The ball gets chucked to me. I just catch it, turn around, and throw it up. I missed the entire hoop. Everything. It didn't touch the rim. It didn't touch the backboard.
Oh my gosh.
I just turned around and threw it up, and I missed the entire backboard. That was probably the most embarrassing thing that happened in my entire basketball career. But I still had 8 threes that game, so
There you go.
I had
There
a
you
good game.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Well,
Just something
obviously I'll
slight.
take it.
Just something slight. I could do that with my eyes closed, but
Okay, you
Of course,
watch your
of course.
mouth.
yeah.
There's a time against
Jeez,
West
Blood's
Lutheran.
just firing them off right now.
I told you I have a list. Against West Lutheran.
I mean, as long as it's all sports related, we're on the sports topic. So
It is, and this is the only sports we have because COVID hit. We don't have baseball to talk about. So,
Yep.
well, we kind of do,
Unfortunately.
but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But against West Lutheran, I was going up for layups the whole game because my coach was telling me I need to start driving for layups more because I can't just be a shooter. I was a school shooter, man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You'd understand.
Yeah,
if-
they didn't hear the joke. So
Yeah.
last week, freshman year podcast with
Sophomore.
Giovanni
Sophomore.
Santiago. Oh,
No,
sophomore.
actually,
sophomore
I
year.
did hear this, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gio said I was the best school shooter,
Yeah.
but his
Yes.
mic cut out right
at
when
that
he said
school shooter.
school, and so the joke just disintegrated right in front of our eyes when we
Yeah.
went into the recording afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good joke.
Yeah, I went up for a layup, and the
We're gonna
guy
get it on a
came
shirt.
down, slapped my arms down, clear foul, wasn't called. I was frustrated. That guy turned around. I went right arm push, left hand slapped him, and he fell to the ground. The ref was 5 feet from me. Didn't get a call. Well, my coach pulled me right after that. Said he pulled me because I was frustrated or something.
Bro must have given some mad dome to that ref.
No.
Oh, it was. I was not subtle about it at all. Like in the film, you can hear the slap, and that guy fell.
Like, full slapped him across the face?
Yeah, I
or-
went. My arm was here, and I just.
So wound up for
It wasn't in his face. It was his side.
Dude, that sounds like one of those, like, slap competitions, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
those
Yeah.
things are
Yeah.
those things are gas.
Yes.
I also
My bad.
bleep that out. All right. No, I'll bleep that out. No, but against a team, at the end of games, you guys know, like if you're down, you foul the other team.
Yeah.
Give them the free throw so you can get the ball. But what they teach you is you go for the ball because if you can get a steal, you can get a steal. Plus, if you don't go for the ball, why are you still laughing?
He just looks over to me. My bad.
But like, because then if you also don't go for the ball, they can call like a technical or whatever. It's called whatever. But this guy, I had the ball in my hands and the coach was yelling foul. He ran over to me and put his arms around my hips and picked me up. Like full on, like he grabbed me and like went like that.
Okay.
And yeah, I got butt raped.
Wow.
That was
grabbed
him
my-
trying to grab a foul.
Yeah, he was trying to purposely foul me so I'd go to the free throw line
Right,
so they'd get
right.
the ball back. And he grabbed my hips and pulled me.
Oh.
It got real kinky.
Game
man.
is game, bro.
Wasn't.
Oh my gosh. Then
Did you feel it?
I did feel it.
Okay.
I felt it, obviously.
Oh my
Then we'll
gosh,
go-
that's pretty-
We'll go with the game after the first sections game we had. That one I'm going to talk about next, but that's a full day thing.
Okay.
But second game we played Legacy, our school's rival. And there's one kid on the team that he's probably the nicest kid. I don't know.
It was
kinda-
at
kinda-
Legacy, right?
Yeah. I kind of want to name drop him because Cooper might know who he is. Whatever. You can bleep it out if you think that I should not name drop him. But Primo Hill,
Yep.
I have beef with him for no reason because in that game, their coach wanted to face guard me for a reason, which I'll get to that. In the very first play, we tried to do a backdoor. Jordan Stone threw the ball to me, but Primo like shoved me down to the ground. They didn't call a foul, and he was doing that the entire game. So ever since that moment, I've had solo beef with him.
Okay.
But he's the nicest guy you'll probably ever meet.
It's kind of funny that you say that because I'm actually like somewhat good buddies with him now because he lives at Bethel
Oh,
as
did he?
well. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean he probably doesn't know I have beef with him, but I secretly have beef with him.
You have
For
to
that
show him
reason.
this podcast now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I will.
Now he has to
I
watch
don't know.
it.
You got called out on a podcast. Somebody's got
Yeah.
beef with you. So.
Real.
Yeah, he probably won't remember me at all. So, but then the full day thing, this was wild. So this was our first sections game at home our junior year. So first hour, I was with I know Giovanni Santiago was in my class. I was talking with him about the game because was it? Yeah, it was him. We were talking about the game, and I was telling him like I kind of want to lose today,
Oh, I do remember this. I remember
was
this
telling-
whole debacle.
and he just laughed. He's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Well, baseball's my sport. That's
Yep, I
that's
remember
my
this.
sport. Baseball season starts in like 2 weeks. I'm just ready to get to baseball." The teacher we had, I ain't gonna name drop him because he still works there. He overheard me talking about it, and he just looked at me. He was like, "What'd you say?" And I was like, I was looking around like, "Oh no!" I said I kind of want to lose today. He went off on me.
Yeah.
He was like, "I wouldn't want you on any of my teams. I don't care if you were the best player in the world. I wouldn't want you on my team with that type of attitude." I was just like, "Geez, like it's just baseball's my sport. I just want to get to baseball." He's like, "I don't care. I wouldn't want you on anything." And I just went. I was like, "Oh, geez, chill out. All right." But then fast forward throughout the day, our JV basketball coach at the time was a para in that class. The teacher told the para what I said, that I wanted to lose. Then the JV coach, who was the para, went to our head varsity coach and told him that, "Hey, Tyler said he wanted to lose today, and I'm kind of worried he's going to do something." So
I was gonna throw the game.
yeah, he thought I was going to throw the game. So then after school, we had a team shoot around, just, obviously. He's like, "Tyler, I need to talk to you." And right there, I was like, I know what this is about.
Yeah.
I knew right there. I was like, I know this was. And he pulled me in. And he's like, "So, the JV coach told me that you said you wanted to lose today." And he's like, "You want to explain that?" I was like, "Yeah, it's just baseball's my sport. Baseball starts soon, and like the season has just been so long because the season's like 5 months.
Yep.
It's a long season." And he's like, "No, I like."
For like the worst sport in history.
Okay, watch your mouth. And he was just like, "No, I understand. Like even like I get sick of it sometimes. So like, I was like, I'm not worried you were gonna throw the game at all." And I was like, "Oh, all right, cool, thank you, man." And then I went off and had 9 threes, school record.
Nice.
Broke the record for most threes in a season for that school and most points in a sections game.
Nice.
I had the best game of my career after saying I wanted to lose.
Attaboy.
And then we ended up losing then against Legacy anyways. So
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say because we've all played sports. Sometimes you say
Yeah.
you want it to be over, but nobody's actually gonna throw.
No, I'm not gonna.
Oh, thank you.
No, I would never throw the game, but it's just
There we go.
baseball
Don't-
season was starting.
Keep it. No.
All right.
You're saying all right, but you're not listening to me. There you go.
Baseball season was about to start.
Carson got me.
I just wanted to play baseball, man. And
Yeah.
So I wasn't gonna force us to lose. I wasn't gonna just start
Right.
chucking the ball out of bounds. But
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. You seem to like basketball though.
I like that.
You liked it. It just wasn't your preferred. You were just ready for baseball,
I was
and you
so
didn't
re-
even get to play it because of COVID.
And then COVID hit.
So you didn't play any sports that year, right?
No, did we? We didn't have any baseball that year.
No,
Really?
we had a video called Jake Cave.
That's right. That was.
That's the video that you have of Gio where his sound was on.
And his forehead.
And his forehead's just yeah, we had a video. Our assistant coach Eric Olson, shout out.
He'll be on the podcast. Man.
Yeah, he got us a video call with a former Twins player, Jake Cave, and we just got to like ask him questions and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah.
But then Gio left his mic on, and his forehead ended up on the screen.
Oh, Gio.
That was cool.
That was really cool, actually. Yeah.
So you were just being an unathletic loser then.
Pretty much.
junior year.
For the most part, yes.
I'm kidding, bro.
No, but for real. Tyler and Gio got me into lifting that year, though, at least. So.
That was senior year.
That was next year, wasn't it?
No, that was senior
Nope. So
year.
yeah, I was just being unathletic that year, dude.
Well, clearly that lifting ain't doing much for you, buddy.
You know.
Probably lose
So
some body
small.
fat. Let's see. Yeah, I was that was the year that I was gonna come back and play baseball,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't able to play. But I did still play soccer. Do I remember anything from junior year soccer?
Probably not.
Oh, we got that's the year we got our other coach, which I loved that coach, bro. He made us run. I think it was 14 or 16 killers one practice.
What?
Yeah, which is an entire soccer field down and back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think like 2 or 3 of our teammates were failing. And so we literally like the entire practice, bro, 16 killers. Yeah, because we'd get down to the end line and he would sit there and yell at us and then we'd run a killer. Down back. We'd sit there, he'd yell at us, down back. Like literally like it was like this.
Isn't
What?
it punishment enough that
You're
like
playing
you don't get
soccer?
to play? Well, I mean that too, but that you don't really get to play if you're failing or something.
I would think so, but I also kind of like that it's something like that because it makes you not want to fail.
No, I agree. I do like that. I was just curious.
Because I mean, there's some people where like if like in that case, I was playing JV still at the time, and I got a little bit of varsity work, not much.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where it's like if I was failing, I'd be like, oh, whatever,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. But no, I know what you mean though. It's one of those things where yes, in a sense, I agree, but it also gets in that mindset of like you're held accountable for your entire team now. Because I was passing just fine, but I had to run still.
Good point. No,
Yeah,
I like that.
straight
That's
up.
valid.
No, that coach pushed us to the limits, bro. We literally had, before the season started, we had conditioning practices at 6 a.m. And so do you guys know what's the field name? What was our practice field?
The draw?
Elmcrest?
Elmcrest, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, I'm correct.
You know that long path around the
yeah.
field? We ran that 5 times in our conditioning practice once. Yep. Yeah. We literally, this is what coach told us. He's like, all right, guys, don't bring your cleats tomorrow. We were like, no.
You right there.
Jump
You knew right away.
Yeah, because
Dude,
that's when I weighed like 500 pounds or something like that. So when he was like, "Don't bring your cleats," I was like, "Bro,
You're like, oh, I'm gonna be sick that day.
I gotta lay off the donuts in the morning." Nah, but yeah, dude, that was that was awful.
That's equivalent to the no basketballs this practice.
Oh my
dude.
gosh.
Oh, for basketball?
Yeah, coach would be like, "Oh, you're not touching a basketball this
Yeah.
practice." Like, oh god.
See, that's why I like baseball because we conditioned for one practice and that's it.
Yeah, we did.
And that was
those
literally
hills.
like the quick, short.
Well, we also did the hills.
Which, in hindsight, we probably should have done more.
We
to
did.
be honest, but
Well, when we tried to run, Gio pulled his hammy. So
that's right. That's right.
but that's senior
Wait,
year.
we did hills. I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
we did hills.
That was
I-
one time.
Yeah, I
was one
remember
time,
doing it like
Yeah.
once.
I,
yeah.
that brought up for basketball though. Our coach implemented like every Monday because our practice would be late at night, where right after school we do a study hall. We'd go to a classroom at like 3:30, and we'd have to sit in there for an hour, no talking at all, having to do homework or watching basketball. Those are the only two things we could do. But school ended at what was it, 3:05? Yeah. No, ended at 3:05. We had to be in the classroom by 3:30. So the group of us juniors, we'd always go to Burger King. It's out of business now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We'd always go there, get their like $1 like 10-piece nuggets. And we'd always it'd always be an adventure to see if we made it back in time because you can't, where it was located, you can't whip a U. Like there's the train track, so you can't like whip a U and go back that way. So you had to like get on the highway, take the first exit and go that way. So it was always like they need to have those nuggets made and ready. So when we go in there was like 7 of us ordering 10, 20 nuggets. So they would have to make like 100 nuggets. I think we made it back every time except once. They had no nuggets made at all. And if we were late, we had to run. Or if we made a noise in that study hall, we had to run. And he would if he would put a tally on the board. And when we showed up late, there were 7 tallies already up on that board.
Oh,
We were like, oh no. Oh.
dude, that makes me feel like junior year and senior year kind of just blended together in a lot of stuff, because of COVID. So, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it really was. Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm going to name drop the teacher, too, because she's not there anymore. You're going to agree with me, Cooper. I know you will. My
Okay.
favorite teacher from that school is Miss Kruger.
Yeah, I did like.
I
that a
had-
lot, yeah,
My first semester, junior, what?
which I didn't know she wasn't there anymore. By the way,
Yeah, she's not
so,
there anymore.
Gotcha.
My first semester of junior year, I had 3 classes with her.
Oh wow.
I had ceramics, second hour, graphic design, third hour, and then yearbook, 7th hour, which weren't you the editor for yearbook?
Yeah. So, was that sophomore year though? Because I was in PSEO already.
Were you? Oh, so then
junior
that was
year.
well. Either way, I was in those 3 classes junior
Mhm.
year. So then you were the editor the year before.
Yep.
So you were my boss sophomore year.
Dude, that was the best part. That's why I liked her because she let me and Chase do basically whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
And
Chase Conradi.
yes, my bad.
We go full names here.
Yep, I know. I know that, guys. I might not watch, but I know that. All right. But yeah, me and Chase Conradi got to do whatever we wanted, and we still got the credit for being
Chase
editors,
Conradi
so.
and I.
Should have known this was gonna happen.
But I think one of my craziest stories from a Miss Kruger class was it was ceramics. You guys might know this, but we did our projects, and it was towards the end of the year. Not the end of the year, the end of the semester. If you completed your projects, she would start teaching you how to use the pottery wheel.
Okay.
So she started teaching people how to use the pottery wheel, and one of the kids, obviously, like, she had a wedding ring. She took it off and left it on the pottery wheel. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I think so.
I'm not name dropping the person.
Yeah,
but
don't.
no, he was, or she was.
Oh my gosh.
Showing them whatever. This looks so wrong.
Oh god, dude.
Everyone from our grade is gonna know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And she was showing him how to use the pottery wheel. I don't care if I said him, but it's a him. But showing him how to use the pottery wheel, whatever. And obviously, I have the next class with her because I have second and third period, and ceramics was second period. So going into third period, she was on the phone, like, pacing back and forth with her husband, saying she lost her wedding ring. I loved Miss Kruger, and she started, like, crying, and I almost started crying.
Dude, you're such a. Okay.
I'm not gonna. And then, like, my ex was in the class, and then I think a couple other people were, like, helping her look around her room for her wedding ring. Couldn't find it at all. And then that's when we found out the person that she was showing stole the ring, and it was wild.
Wait, so how did that situation ever end up working out? Or
what I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not. It's just what I've heard, but I heard that the person was, like, wanted to, like, sell it, but then he knew that they knew it was that person. So I heard that he might have was going to try and flush it down the toilet.
Yep, I remember hearing
I don't know
that.
if that was true or not, but yeah, that's what I heard, that he was going to, since people knew that it was him, he was going to try and flush it down the toilet.
Yeah.
But, I felt so bad.
That's
for her.
horrible, man. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's bad.
Funny, I mean, but, you know, horrible too.
Never catch me doing something like that.
No. Yeah.
No.
So then, any classes that you disliked, Tyler?
That I disliked?
That you disliked. All right, Cooper. So any classes that you like? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, not really. Junior year was, like, my best year. Like, I liked all my classes. There wasn't a class I hated. I loved my language class. I liked the teacher we had more than.
No. You're talking about. No, you did not. You did not like her more
bleep this out. But
that is so bizarre.
That's a steaming hot take, dude.
Wild take. Here's the thing. So she, the one freshman, sophomore, you know who I'm talking about, didn't like me, but I liked her. That's the thing, is, like, she was still a great teacher.
Yeah.
Loved how she taught, what she taught.
Taught.
What
got
she
him.
taught, my bad.
Got him.
But the other one, bro, you could not catch me going anywhere near her classroom. Nowhere near. You couldn't pay me to be in that classroom.
She liked me too, so.
Well, because that's the thing, bro. You mention any Republican and you're out of that classroom, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in her advisory, so that was.
That
wasn't great, but I didn't have any other, like, actual class with her, so that was better.
Oh my gosh, so good. That's why I took AP Lang, so I didn't have to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Which was an AP class, which is nice, but it was no, there's no way.
Yeah.
I liked her more. I'm just saying.
Did you guys make, like, pride flags and everything in the class?
Oh no.
All right, Cooper. No. So what class did you like and dislike?
Yeah, so I was in PSEO by this point.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know, I'm smart or whatever.
Really, but you're also unathletic. But.
So, I mean, my explanations of my class that I liked are going to be boring because nobody else was really in the classes that I was in.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But-
so it don't matter. Your
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Your guess. So start yapping, bro.
I like math, so I liked my
Yes, I love math.
algebra 2
Never
and
mind, guys.
trigonometry
So
class.
my
Love that.
classes.
I will say, me and Brock Jameson took
Brock Jameson and I.
World
Brock
Civil.
Jameson and I.
God dang it! I'm gonna have to fix that before the end of this so I don't get corrected. Brock Jameson and I took World Civilizations or something like that together.
Mm-hmm.
That was a blast. I remember one class we were writing down what are they're like producer tags that they say at the beginning of rap songs or something like that.
Yeah, like Metro.
Yeah, exactly. We were just
Yeah.
writing down as
That
many of
was
those we
spot
could think
on.
of.
That was
That
good.
was good. That was good. Then I had some other. I don't even remember what I took in the spring. I took like an anatomy class or something. So I mean, classes were good, but they were kind of forgettable that year. So,
What was?
But-
I just zoned out. Sorry.
so my classes in general
Okay.
were good for the most part. Just kind of forgettable though. So.
Did you take them online?
So I took 3 classes in the fall that year. Those were all in person. And I took 4 or 5 in the spring, and they were all in person to start. Or one might have been online, but then COVID started, and they shifted them all online towards the second half of that semester. So,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sounds
because of this fake virus that went around the United States.
I never caught it.
I did. It was actually a
Oh,
horrible
but it's
week.
fake?
It was a horrible week, bro. I'm not gonna cap. I was sitting there in bed and I was like, ah. Yeah, I felt like a vegetable, dude. I'm serious.
dude, I got it senior year in February, I think, and
It actually isn't fun, bro.
Well, it wasn't fun. But I only had it for like 3 days, but it was the worst sore throat of my life. So yeah.
No, I literally like couldn't get out of bed. It was that bad.
Really?
Yeah, it hit me pretty hard. But it's because I got that fake vaccine that doesn't do anything except raise your heart rate.
I will say, it's kind of crazy now looking back in my spring. So when I was taking that anatomy class, I remember my professor like 2 weeks when we were kind of figuring out the virus was here, of him saying, I don't think we're going to be back in person next week or something. And just looking back, that's crazy now.
Bro was just a genius.
Yep.
Let's see. Do I remember anything? I remember one specific class. It was a study hall, and Caleb Pratt and Peter Corbett and I would sit. So we were in the ISS room for the study hall.
Yeah,
That's where it
because
was.
I had a study hall second semester.
Yep.
Which I have a story about that.
And so, the person in the ISS room would be
Yeah.
over here. So, of course, we're in the corner all the way over here.
Yep.
And you know how we had those little cubbies where the doors around the...
Yes,
So we would
yes.
take out our phones and play Monopoly with all 3 of us sitting there.
Gosh.
And we'd be playing. And then Peter Corbett or Caleb Pratt would get a property I'd want. And then we'd make eye contact and be like... And we'd have beef with each other across the chairs. Sometimes we'd even get up and we'd go over to. I have a few videos. I'm gonna look for them. But we have a few videos where the other person would get up and go over to the desk and we'll just start. Oh, dude, the things we said were just horrible things, bro. We'd go up to the other cubby. We'd be like, you better watch your back, pussy. We just say horrible things like that, and it was much worse than that.
As you should. They took your property. dude.
That's
Yeah, they
tame.
took your
Exactly.
property.
That's really tame.
Yep.
But if there was a class I disliked, man, any math class. I just don't like math. So every year was just kind of a math. I just didn't like math. Nothing about math do I like.
Mm-hmm.
Math is fun.
But yeah, I would say language or study hall. I always loved the language classes, even though the teacher didn't like me, bro. I still enjoyed it. It was one of those things. And I think this was junior year where we had argumentation and debate. I had it with
Oh my!
I read
Caleb
stories
Pratt
about this.
and Brock Jameson, and oh my gosh, Noah Mork was in it too. Our master editor,
Master
Noah Mork.
editor.
And I was so bad at it. I was awful at that. I couldn't debate for crap. I couldn't argue my point for crap. There was actually a time Noah Mork and I were
Good
duo
grammar.
partners versus Corbin Rose and Calvin Churchill. And Noah Mork and I, we messed up our prompt. So we accidentally did their prompt.
Oh
So we were arguing for the same point on one debate. So they went up. They stated their because they started the argument.
Yeah.
They started the debate. So they go up there, they say all their stuff, and we're looking at each other like, dude, this sounds just like our argument. Like, this sounds exactly like it. And so I think it was Noah going first. And he goes up to the little podium.
Oh,
He had a podium.
yeah.
And he goes,
Oh, this best be good.
Yeah, it
He
better
goes-
be good.
so we did the same.
Do you remember what the topic was at all? Like,
It was something weird. It was like something about like the Israel bus terrorists or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
oh, that
We,
sounds
no,
serious.
we talked about some pretty in-depth stuff there.
Okay.
But yeah, he goes up there, he just looks around the room, scans, and he's like, yeah, so we did the same exact thing that they did. And the teacher looks at us and she's like, what? And we're like, yeah, we messed up our prompt. And then she's like, well, just do it anyways. And we were like, all right. So they couldn't even question us because we didn't have any answers for them. They had questions because we had questions and answers laid out
Yeah.
already.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're trying to guess what they'd ask you. You're
Mhm.
trying to have as much information as possible.
Yeah.
And bro, they would ask us a question, and we'd be like, I'm not quite sure. Just move on to the next question, bro. Dude, that class was. There was a time where I think it was Brock Jameson got a marker thrown at him by Caleb Pratt.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Caleb Pratt was up there arguing. he was in a debate, and Brock Jameson kept chirping or something, doing something stupid, and I think they were going against each other. And Caleb Pratt looks at him, looks at the teacher, takes the marker from the whiteboard, and whips it at Brock. Dude, that class was so funny. And I was horrible at it. I would get questioned and I'd be like a deer in headlights.
Mhm.
I'm getting a lot better at it today with arguing.
Yeah.
Wow. But nah, back then, cause you're put on the spot.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of hard to like, if someone asks you a question, you don't have an immediate answer. You're sitting there like, oh man,
Yeah.
looking through your notes. You're like, oh bro, come on,
Bro,
cook
those were
something
the
up.
worst.
Yeah.
Especially, bro, sweaty palms came. Bro, I was
See, no, for
sweating
me-
up a
For
storm.
me, I would just get my face would get pitch red, my ears would get red. Like that's
Mhm.
what would happen for
Yeah.
me. I don't think I'd get sweaty palms.
I was shaking whenever that would happen.
But yeah, is there any other stories from that class? Because that was
I couldn't handle that, man. That's
No.
I don't do good with confrontation in everyday life, so having that
Yeah.
class where you actually
I
have
only
to,
had to do one debate ever that year in my language class. And I had to, and we got our topics, and obviously we would go against somebody, but like we wouldn't get to pick what side we wanted to be on.
uh
And the side I got was I had to be for the death penalty.
W.
I mean I'm cool. I was cool with it. That
Yeah.
was what I wanted. When I heard that I was going up against somebody for death penalty, I was like, I kind of want to be on the side of death penalty.
Are you on the side of death penalty, Cooper?
I haven't thought too much about that. I'd say in some circumstances, yes. So I guess that means
Yeah.
I am for
Yeah.
it. So
Bro, but that I hated that because I always hated doing presentations. I hate having the spotlight on me.
Okay,
I get real.
makes sense,
I
though.
get real nervous.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was there was the one that Caleb and Brock were arguing about, I think was are like aquariums okay? I think is what it was.
Mm.
Like, because you know how some
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
argue that fish shouldn't be held captive, yada yapping, yada yada. But yeah, I think that was the thing that they were arguing about, and of course, you know, they both wanted the same side, but you can't do that.
Yeah.
So one of them had to argue for the other side, which was kind of fun because you got to read up on that other side. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way and read up on why fish shouldn't be held captive because
Yeah.
I disagree. I think it's interesting to learn about them. I think it's a good way to learn about them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was a fun class. It was hard. It was definitely hard at times. I'm not you know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was freaking difficult.
sounds like it was a good group in the class, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah. I got on our very last argument, debate. I keep calling it argument.
Yeah,
but
get it
on our
right.
very last debate. Shut your mouth, buddy.
I'll wrestle you right now.
I debated with two people. Both of them were amazing at the class.
Yeah.
And so how the structure was laid out was I didn't have to give a speech. I just had to answer questions. So they were like, all right, Carson, you're going to be on that. I'm like, yes.
Oh my god.
And so we actually aced that because of them, because the teacher actually liked both of them.
Oh yeah.
So I aced that pretty
That
easily.
works.
And I did pretty well on that one, but everything else was garbage. I don't know how I passed that class.
What'd you pass it with?
B. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
All
take
right.
that, man.
I was expecting like a C.
No, I think it's because she knew I wasn't very good at that stuff, but I was still giving an effort and I was
Yeah.
still trying.
Yeah.
Which, listen, me in high school, me trying at something was very surprising. So,
This was the year I didn't really try.
yeah, I think junior and senior year, most people don't try in high school.
Senior year I did because it was college classes because I did PSEO.
Well, I
But
suppose.
junior year I just wanted to pass. I didn't care what grade it was. Plus I was taking 3 technically art classes
Mm-hmm.
with ceramics, graphic design, and yearbook. So
Yeah.
those were like automatic A's. And then gym classes sucked.
You think so?
I had one. Oh my gosh.
It definitely depends on the gym
Bro.
class for sure.
I was so we hate. I don't know if you guys hated the gym teacher.
I did not.
You did.
I did get yelled at a lot by him, but I did not.
Oh, there was one class. I don't remember what class it was. It was maybe individual sports or something like that. And the teacher would always pick out 2 of the athletes because we weren't trying. Even though we could try our hardest, and he would always pick like 2 guys. Be like, you guys weren't trying yesterday, so you have to go up into ISC and write a paper on a topic instead of participating in gym class. I got me and Giovanni Santiago got
Giovanni
picked
Santiago and I.
out. Giovanni, that's my bad.
No, you're good.
All right. Giovanni Santiago and I got picked out that day. So we're writing our paper. We find out that Brock Jameson was leading the warm up, and a kid dislocated his knee.
Oh, yep.
in
I
that
remember
class.
This. I remember this.
And it was Brock Jameson had him was doing skips.
Yep.
And the kid dislocated his knee.
Yeah.
And me and Gio were the ones that were picked
Gio
out
and
that Giovanni Santiago
This,
and I.
I think this must have been sophomore year because
Was
I
it?
was in that class and
Really?
I wouldn't have been at PAC during that. But that was a crazy class time, dude.
Was it?
like,
Because I remember me and Gio and I were up having to write that paper, and then that's when we found out because I think I had like a geography class or something next, and that's when I found out, and he was still laying outside for that hour waiting for the ambulance. I was like, well, of course, this is the one class that I get picked out.
Yep.
I could see a kid dislocate his knee,
Dude, there was that. I remember that story plain and clear, bro. I remember that. I remember that. I also remember this was sophomore year too, but I remember the take the codes after every single day.
gosh, yep.
So back in sophomore,
After our last history class,
yep,
was it? I think. Yeah.
After 7th hour, Rogue One, right? Star Wars. There would be a scene where a rebel is running and giving the codes to another rebel through the door because Darth Vader's straight slaying in the hallway.
Yep.
It's like, oh, he's like blocking everything. I remember the whole scene, bro. Not to flex, but
Okay, do it right now.
He runs to the no. I don't have my red lightsaber on me. It's not gonna look cool.
You're right.
But he runs to the door and he's like, "Take the codes!" And then he like freaking dies. So that's what Cooper would do every time. I would leave the room forced, and then I would get over to my locker and I'd see this guy with his stupid little run, take the codes every single day, and it would make my day because I knew it was coming too.
You know what? If we're talking about Star Wars, I feel like I need to bring this up briefly. Just remembering our reenactment of the end of episode 3.
Do you still have that?
It's somewhere. Either Brennan Jankowski might have it, or I can find it somewhere. But it's somewhere out there.
We can post that.
Yeah.
We can post that. That would be
figured.
amazing.
That was so embarrassing watching that in
That was
class,
junior
though.
year?
It had to have been sophomore year because I was never at school
Yeah, remember he was PSEO
during
junior.
That's
those
right.
times, besides sports. So
Yeah.
but-
Well, you didn't play sports. So.
well, not that year, okay, dude. But hey, I came to watch a bunch of your basketball games that year. Okay, come on now.
You did.
Dang, bro. Oh
We'll get
my
that.
gosh. Yo, dude. I literally peaked.
With that video, yeah.
Bro, dude.
The revelation.
And I reenacting it.
Yes.
But I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that.
So you weren't the only one because we did this at my house.
Yeah.
you weren't the only one there. Did Caleb Pratt play Padme for us?
Nope,
Or
we were trying to get Jace too. Jace Fisher.
Okay.
It was you, Jace Fisher, Brendan Jankowski, and I.
That's right.
'Cause
Brendan was recording.
Brendan Jankowski's recording.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, I forgot about that.
I was Obi-Wan Kenobi. You were Anakin Skywalker.
You turned her against
Oh
me.
my gosh.
Dude, oh my gosh.
Tyler, I know you love Star Wars.
No,
too.
I hate Star Wars.
This guy doesn't like any fantasy movie. Like he's just
Yeah.
not fun.
I am fun.
You like rom-coms and horror movies.
Yep.
That's your entire
I
genre.
remember this dude. I don't even care if he doesn't want me to share this. I remember you saying you had like an It poster right next to your.
I had it right above
Yeah,
me.
above you.
I had one in front of me on my door and one right above
That's
me while I was
psychopath
sleeping.
material, dude.
Yeah,
While I was sleeping.
he listens to horror or
Listen to
murder
horror.
podcasts.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
One of his dreams is to go to like the what is it?
Yeah, it's that horror maze.
Yeah,
Or
Museum.
Serial Killer Museum? Alcatraz East.
Yeah.
It's in Memphis, Tennessee.
All right.
Bro, that's my I want to go there.
You're so weird.
That is
bro.
my
You're genuinely
dream.
That's
overbearing.
wild.
Bro, not that weird. I remember in one of my classes, it was history or whatever. I know Jace Fisher was in my group. I can't remember if it was either Gio, Santiago, or Caleb Pratt, but we had to do a presentation on why a certain country should get like a soccer stadium or an athletic complex.
Okay.
And we didn't get to pick the country. Our teacher like wrote out countries that didn't have one or whatnot, threw it in a hat. We had to pick. So we're picking out. It gets to us. We draw one. We get Iraq. It was either Iraq or Iran.
Oh no.
Either way, we were like, "What are we supposed to? How are we gonna win this? How are we supposed to advertise? Put in a soccer stadium
Bomb tag.
in a place that just." Is a horrible place to have it. We did a great job on it though, but it was
What'd you say?
I don't know.
You still have the presentation?
I don't have it.
Dang.
It was hard though because it was like, how are we supposed to advertise this place as a good place to put a soccer stadium?
Yeah, that's not an easy task.
No, a lot of people were getting like easy. Like I don't remember the other countries, but like they weren't terrorist homes.
Yeah.
We get Iraq. Like how are we? How?
What are you talking about? It's all peaceful there, bro. What are you
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, buddy. You.
Bro's spitting, bro. Let him cook.
That was hard.
Did you do you remember how many times you had to watch the Anakin and Obi-Wan fight to memorize it?
Oof. And I was still fumbling the lines a little bit while we were doing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know them by heart, of course.
Oh my god. The entire scene.
It took a while. It took a while. I think we watched it several times.
Do you remember I would be on the mic on Xbox and I would literally be sitting there watching it, dude. I would watch the 4K thing on YouTube like multiple times over and over and over again. And then I finally got it down. I would literally say this almost every day. I would say something from the quote. I still do this. But I would say like the entire scene from heart like this on the spot every single day. And I loved it.
I'm pretty sure my sister knows it by heart now, actually.
Because of Caleb?
Yes, Caleb Pratt made her memorize it pretty much. I will say though, I just had a dream come true the other day. Me and my girlfriend just watched.
My girlfriend and I.
Dude, I'm so sick of this. But we watched episode 3 together the other day.
Really? Did she like it?
She likes it. She doesn't like Star Wars in general that much. So I know. It's a red flag. Okay, red flag. But
It's not.
Cooper, I never. She's sounding like a separatist.
It's not a red flag. Star Wars sucks.
that was good.
Star Wars sucks.
All right, buddy. Let's
Same
go
with
watch.
Marvel movies. I will. It's a good movie.
That's a great movie.
Exactly.
I will say that.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I wish I could name drop her too for not liking Star Wars. Like get that name out there, but not yet. Maybe,
Not yet.
You know.
If
If you guys will have me back someday,
She better
then,
watch it.
You know.
We'll
I'll
have
make
her
her.
make an appearance as well, just to pop in the camera.
Yeah, there we go.
This is the one that doesn't like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Don't have me here though. Just like, hey, we got Cooper's girlfriend on today.
You'll just be in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheering her on.
You got it.
I like it.
Oh my.
No, dude, I remember watching the thing countless times.
Yeah.
Arguably the greatest movie of all time.
Oh, I completely agree. Top 3. It's. I mean, it genuinely like that whole series is peak.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like,
Yeah.
you know, excluding the last 3 movies, because Who watches those?
The
watched
Rise
those.
of Skywalker was pretty good, actually.
It was good in the sense of it not making sense in the story. If
That's
those
actually
3
true.
movies were separate, yeah. But because the prophecy foretold that Anakin would bring balance to the Force, and then he did, and then he didn't, it doesn't make any sense.
This is a Star Wars podcast, no, bro.
I would.
Can we
If
get off
Ty-
Star Wars? Star
What do
Wars
you want to talk
sucks.
about? You want to talk about socks?
I'm down.
I need some more socks. I asked for socks.
You're
for
wearing
Christmas.
Star Wars socks.
Get them in. Yep, there you go.
Can you see it good?
Yep, that's
Can
pretty
you
good.
see it? I have another story.
All right, bro.
Oh,
Let's
from
hear it.
Junior year.
okay.
Well, I would hope it's from junior year. Stupid
No, it's
idiot.
actually from
It's like
first
second
grade.
grade.
No, so I was in a relationship at this time. I would drive her to school. I pick her up in the morning.
Him to school?
What?
Him to school?
Yeah,
Right,
that's
yeah.
my bad. Pick her up. She was like, "Oh, I'm really tired today." I was like, "Well, we could stop and get energy drinks." This is when I was into Bang.
Yes. Well, I mean, I was definitely into it. At
A
that
lot
point,
of
too.
you
people
two
were.
were
Yeah,
both
yeah.
into it. Yeah.
I had 3 bangs in one day.
That was bad. That's bad. But I was like, "We can stop and get energy drinks, whatever." And she's like, "I've never had an energy drink before." I was like, "Okay, whatever." Didn't think anything of it. She was with me in my first hour study hall. We had a study hall first hour.
That is a horrible time to have a study hall. Like that is like
Yeah,
genuinely
well,
like,
I actually
awful.
loved it because we would have to like write a full page of notes on each chapter of whatever book we were reading.
Okay.
And it was all I had that class second hour. So like, and with her rule was like, you can copy everything straight off of Spark Notes if you're handwriting it. So I would always just
What?
yeah.
That's the stupidest
Because
rule I've ever heard.
so
That's so dumb.
it
Of course, she was an awful teacher.
no, if you were typing it, it had to be your own words because she said you're putting in like the work writing a full page of notes. So that's why she was fine with it coming straight off. But so like I always found that good because I didn't actually read the books. I never actually did. So I would always just go straight off of Spark Notes and I'd always do it in first hour and I had like 4 pages of notes to write. So I'm doing my notes, whatever. Energy drinks don't affect me because I'm a caffeine addict. Still am.
Mm-hmm.
I need caffeine every day.
Mm-hmm.
Reminder, she's never had an energy drink before.
Okay.
She is bouncing off the walls. She is shaking, will not stop talking, is laughing for no reason. I'm trying to get 4 pages of notes done in 50 minutes. And she kept like bothering me and like I was like, I have to do this. It's due next hour. Like I have to do it. And she's like, okay. Would go away. 30 seconds later, she'd be back bugging me. I was like, this is a bad idea. I'm never buying an energy drink ever again.
Dude, that's crazy. I remember the first time I tried Ghost. That's what Ghost did to me.
That's what it
That's what Ghosty did for me, bro. It killed me, bro. I was like, killed.
Mm.
But yeah, whatever. So I grabbed like a
Ghosty.
monster or something when I was like weird
Oh.
and stupid and grabbed monsters,
Yeah.
and it did nothing to me. And they're like, "Yo, try this." And I tried it, bro. It was like I saw a new universe. Like it just opened up in front of my eyes. I'm like, guys, this is gas. And
Guys, this is
it was the Sour Patch Kid, the blue one.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, that
yeah.
one's unbelievable.
Oh, dude, I was like, yo, I'm not drinking any other energy drink for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And yo, sponsor us. Ghost is fantastic,
Yeah, it is.
and it beats Monster any day of the week.
Oh, Monster sucks.
Yeah, Monster's so
Monster
bottom
sucks.
tier. It's also satanic. But we don't support that out here.
No.
Alani though on the come up.
Sponsor
Alani's
us.
I've
gas.
been on.
Um,
You guys are both on the alarm?
Oh,
Like it?
I
Yep.
put them on it.
yeah, he did.
It's fire.
I don't like Celsius though.
I love Celsius.
Celsius just doesn't have. I mean, I'm okay with Celsius. It doesn't have as much flavor as Alani, though,
I
in
love
my opinion.
Celsius.
So
Alani is very.
yeah,
Once they add more flavors, bro, they could be a
Yeah.
real contender.
there's a lot of other flavors. They just don't have them at a good amount of places like gas stations and stuff. Only have a few flavors.
Oh, so you can order them like online.
Or like Walmart has other ones
Okay.
sometimes. But
Okay.
Mhm.
yeah. So, oh, dude, you guys mind if I told this circle back around to something
That-
real quick?
Totally
Um, okay, dude.
Horrible.
Going back to Tyler's story about gym class.
yeah.
So we obviously didn't name drop the teacher, so I
We're not
can
going to.
I can tell a story about that. No, and I'm not going to.
Okay.
But do you guys did you guys ever hear somebody saw him at one of the clubs down in Minneapolis?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You guys never heard about this?
I don't think
No.
I did.
I mean, not that it's like crazy. I mean, do what you want on the weekends,
Well, yeah.
But yeah. But it makes sense to you,
What?
right? I mean, for that teacher.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
yep.
I never heard a single thing about that.
Yeah.
No.
But I mean, that's all I heard too. Is just that somebody saw him down there.
So you
but-
wanted to circle back for something that doesn't have any relevance to anything?
No, I just
Relevance,
want to
sorry.
circle back because I forgot to talk about it, and I wanted to see if you guys have heard about that.
No, I
No.
never.
Okay, fair enough.
You're just weird, bro.
Dude, watch your tone. Watch your tone.
I got one more thing before we go to the controversial question.
Bye.
So,
What kind of controversial question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you listen
yeah,
to the podcast,
if you listen or watch,
Okay.
you would know.
Okay. Hey,
No. So this was the summer.
that's
after.
not a great way to treat a guest, dude.
Yeah, come on.
we're actually listening.
So the summer after junior year, because obviously COVID hit, our baseball coach, he let us go play for the Renegades.
Yep.
That was the most humbling experience I ever had. Well, because I always in the conference we were in, they sucked. Every team sucked.
Yep.
So
Yep.
obviously you don't have to be super good to be good in that conference. So I always thought I was a good player. Then I go and play against adults. It was complete. These balls are getting hit off of me farther than I've ever seen. I gave up 4 home runs my first season. I'm like, wow, I really need to get better. And then I gave up 1 home run the next year, and then the last 2 years I haven't given up one because I've gotten better. But that first season when I'm going in there, oh yeah, I'm a good player already,
Yeah.
and getting rocked, I was like, oh, all right. And then that's when I started working out.
Mhm.
Oh, that was humbling though. I was like, okay, I suck.
That's when the Chipotle hit you again. You're like, I got to get on that Chipotle grind
Bro,
again.
I have a go-to pregame. So
Well, when we started playing for the Renegades, that's when I knew I was like, yeah, college baseball ain't for me. I'm done after this. So, but
I'm
I mean,
playing
yeah,
college.
no.
now
baseball,
you
so-
are. That's dude.
Next
Let's
Also
go.
doesn't help
North
when
Central.
you hang it left out of bounds every single time you hit.
Left out of bounds.
Left out of
dude. You want
bounds.
to correct that one real
Out
quick?
Of
Foul.
Foul. Yep. There we
Oh,
go.
my bad. It's the same exact thing.
Yeah,
Oh my
nah, I'm
gosh.
kidding.
Cooper always hit.
No, I
nukes.
was. Yes.
Foul.
Dukes, and then you'd be like, oh, dude, that's going out.
And
it
hook
just
onto the
killed it.
highway next to the field, dude.
Well, that was a humbling experience.
Yeah, I was.
And
I
then now
was
I've
there.
gotten better.
Yeah, because they got AAA players and stuff
No.
playing on.
It's just
Renegades.
No, but most of those people have played in college.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Even if it's Division III, they still played college baseball.
Okay.
My catcher Dakota Freeborg, he played Division II. He's
Well,
good,
and
though.
if you're even D3, you're at least pretty good,
and we
so.
had a Division I player on our team. So, but yeah,
Dude,
that
he
was
was-
humbling. But let's get to everyone's favorite segment, Tyler's controversial questions. Right there, you gotta point out. Okay, so the question this week. I don't know.
We're yapping,
I
dude.
think your mic did. So
No.
the question is, should students be allowed to grade teachers?
Oh.
Cooper, you're the guest, so you get to answer first. Should students be allowed to grade
Dude,
teachers?
I love this idea. I think you have
Carson's
to.
Yeah, my mic unplugged.
Car-
You definitely have to take into account the bias that some students might have.
That's
But
true.
at the same time, there's surveys for everything now. Everybody's
Mhm.
getting feedback, and so
Yeah.
I think that's perfect. And especially because people don't often see how teachers and students interact individually, So I think that's great.
Yeah, some get freaky.
I would agree.
Well, and we already do surveys for teachers at
Do you?
Bethel. Yeah,
Well, I know there's a website,
Well,
Rate Your Professors.
that
Have,
too. Yeah.
have fun getting hawked down now that you name dropped the college. You name dropped it earlier,
Well,
too.
Dude, I don't
I
care
did
about
it a few
Bethel,
episodes
man.
ago. So
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
I already name dropped what
Cooper
college
Kennedy
it was,
from
so.
Bethel
Bethel's
University.
fine. Hey, I'm
Minnesota.
almost out of there anyway. Though,
Bethel
so we're good.
University, Arden Hills, Minnesota.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's one of
Yeah.
those things where even if you're on a teacher's bad side, yet the rest of the class still gives them an A or
Yeah.
B, and you're the only one that gives them a D, then clearly the person you're giving it to, whether it's a D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. They can still see. They're like, oh well, clearly these two don't get along. I think it's one of those things where they can also take feedback, so
Yeah.
they can have one-on-ones with the teachers.
Yeah.
Whereas when you don't have that, and multiple students come up to you and like, hey, this teacher did this, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, like,
Yeah.
buddy's just yapping or something like that.
The
Yeah.
ratings will average out if you.
Yeah,
have
I agree.
No, I
so-
think they should be allowed to rate teachers. I mean,
Yep.
The school also needs to know how the teacher's doing also.
All right, especially
Like-
if you want to run a great school.
Exactly. If
and-
you want to run a great school, you need to have the best teachers. So like getting these grades, like it'll just show you
Mhm.
who's the better teachers in the building. Like,
Mhm.
At a certain point too, because obviously not going to have second graders.
well,
grade the
okay,
teachers. I mean, you know what I mean.
high school.
yeah,
High
yeah,
school.
okay.
I would say.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna have second graders.
Hey, Val, you got to
You're
regulate
such
this,
an
dude.
Idiot.
we'll have kindergartners right through teacher.
I'll be back, dude.
Well, he has to watch it first.
I got so like yesterday I started watching the episode with Giovanni Santiago last
Yep.
week.
No,
Got about
YouTube or
10 minutes
Spotify?
in. What's that?
YouTube or Spotify?
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. YouTube videos are better. So.
That's what my mom, Lisa Kennedy, be watching on. So I was like,
We,
That'd
we
be-
still
watch
love
YouTube.
And your name
Spotify
dropped the full
listeners.
name,
Hey,
doesn't it?
that's all right. And I got about 10 minutes in, and that's all I got to because I was trying to catch up for this, but I didn't get anything. So, but
Very common L from Mr. Cooper Kennedy, but no, that'll do it. That'll wrap it up.
It's a shorter episode today.
Is it?
Yeah, it's only at 56 minutes.
Yeah, well, when you have an unentertaining guest,
Oh
then
my gosh.
it's pretty easy to fall short.
he's got pretty big muscles, though, to
Like,
be honest.
I mean, yeah, but he has small legs.
Dude, come on now. Whatever.
See, I wish I could say the same, but I love
No.
my legs, bro. I love my legs.
I love your legs, too.
I love being in between your legs.
Whoa, wait.
All right, so anyways,
Cooper, you want to do the outro, or do you want us to do the outro?
How do I do the outro,
Okay,
man?
well, yeah,
So-
he's never watched. I
yeah,
forgot. I got it.
Yeah, that's true.
I got
So,
it.
so
I
you
got
have to
it.
shout out our Instagram, TikTok, and our Spotify.
Oh,
Guys,
I'll
I
do
don't
it.
know what those
Yeah, I
are,
got
so
it.
he's going to have to do it.
All right, I'll do it.
Hey, maybe
because-
next time I'm on the podcast, I can do the outro.
if we let you back on. But
Yeah, for real.
thank you
We're
guys
gonna
for watching.
We're gonna have to quiz you. Hang on, we're gonna have to quiz you for next time
A
before
whole
we put you on.
To
TCCV
make- okay, yep.
podcast. Maybe
Hey,
that
so
should just
for
be a thing.
episode 7, what did we say at the mid mark?
No, I'm
Also,
good with that.
give them a code word.
Code
Not
word?
yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Chill.
I'm sorry, boss.
But we should do that though. We should do it with our guests. We should have like a TCCV quiz to make sure that they watch.
I agree.
We should start doing that. That'd be sick.
I agree.
Because we need to know if you're watching. But thank you guys for watching. This was episode 9. We love all of you.
Or listening. Wait, hang on. Or listening.
Or listening. We love
Oh
you,
my
Spotify
gosh, oh my gosh,
listeners.
don't yell.
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
We love you, Spotify listeners. Hit the subscribe button or the follow button on Spotify. Sorry. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Follow button on Spotify. Show your friends, family, coworkers, people
Dogs,
that come,
cats.
whatever. Show people. Get that subscriber count up. Because remember, we're going to do a giveaway once we hit 100 subscribers
Yep.
or followers. Maybe we'll do like a 1-of-1 hoodie.
Yep.
Something like that.
Signed.
If they want it signed. But we're
Yeah,
going to make
yeah,
sure
like
that
that.
we're going to make sure that it's
We gonna treat you guys right.
we're going to work with our team of people that create our
Your art
merch.
department?
Yeah, our
Yeah.
art department.
Yeah, we got like 200 Chinese people working on that stuff. They're on like overtime, and
We'll work with
it's
them.
weird that they're really cheap though.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah, those sweatshops are cheap, dude.
oh my god.
They were hiring like 14-year-olds. They work for
my God.
We'll work with. We'll make a sweatshirt that somebody will like actually wear. We want to.
Yep.
But 1-of-1
course.
hoodie. Once we hit 100 subscribers, we'll do a giveaway. So show your friends, family, everybody. Follow our Instagram, TCCV Podcast. Our TikTok, where we post one dance a week. Right, we're gonna actually go record it after this. He's not gonna be in it, but that's fine. TCCV PC.
Come on now.
Mhm.
I want to be in the TikTok, man.
You got time? I mean, yeah.
Hey, you said we could do it. We could do it like
yeah,
tomorrow
we could do
or
it.
something.
Yeah, we could do it another
All
time.
right, perfect.
And I mean, anything else we want to shout out? wanna shout out your Instagrams?
You did Instagram. Yeah, I mean, I guess Carson Van at on Instagram. It's very, very
Mine is Tyler
non-generic.
Cowden10, I think,
Yeah, something
on
like that.
Instagram,
What's your
something like
Instagram?
that.
It doesn't matter what your Instagram
dude,
is.
that's kind of messed up.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Is Cooper.Kennedy with 2 R's.
Not
at
that
the
it
end
matters.
of
He doesn't post.
No, it matters a
anything.
lot. Follow me.
But I also do want to say something. There is a potential vlog coming
Oh yeah.
in the next week on our YouTube.
Mhm.
Week, right?
Yeah, because December 2nd.
Yep. We will be going to a different state. So, be on the lookout for that. That's going to be posted on our
We're
YouTube.
going to Africa.
I won't be watching, so.
Yep. We're going to
Yeah,
go
we know.
make some wells or whatever they do in Africa. I
Build
don't really
schools.
know. Yeah, sure. No, I'm kidding. We're going to a very eventful state.
Yeah.
Dude.
Where master editor may not be able to come with us, so we might
Yeah.
get another person. I don't know. We're still looking. Probably
Yeah.
not. It might just be us two.
Oh, dude, I'll be going. I'll go
but
with you guys.
they're-
You
Um,
will you? You'd have to be our cameraman.
Ooh. Hey, we'll see. We'll talk about it, though. You know?
We'll talk about
Yeah.
it. All right, dude. Bet if we could get Cooper Kennedy along.
I mean, he's not gonna watch it. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not.
I'll be there. I won't watch it. though,
Yeah,
so.
he's gonna be recording, and he's not even gonna watch the camera.
Yeah.
He's just gonna be like, "All right, guys." No, but be on the lookout for that. We're super
Yeah.
excited for that. We want to start getting short form content, both posted on our Instagram, our TikTok, and YouTube, and then more interactive stuff with our YouTube, whether it's vlogs
Mhm.
or it's just. I mean, it's nice to have the podcast here and there, but we also want to get these shorts like bloopers out. Like we want to really ramp up the YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Take it.
Yep.
So we forgot to do it last week. The keyword that you have to comment to get a shout out. We'll shout out anything you want. Social
Super.
media, something.
Hit them
You
with it.
put that in the comments so we know you watched, and we'll give you a shout out. What's the keyword?
For me, it's got to be protein.
Protein.
Is there a certain way it needs to be typed?
Ooh. Protein.
Well, okay. I'm
Wow.
saying all
I mean, you
capitals,
asked.
one capital, no,
No, of
capitals.
course not.
No specifics, just
One
protein.
capital at the end. P.
At the end?
Capital.
At the end, are you stupid?
Guys, okay.
Protein doesn't end with a P.
Capital P at the beginning.
Okay.
Protein.
Okay, so protein,
go,
capital
protein.
P. To get a shout out, we'll shout out a social media, just your name, a sentence, I don't know,
Mhm.
whatever you want. You'll get a shout out. We'll pick somebody at random. So
Why are you
comment that.
picking protein? It should be like I'm fat or something.
Oh my gosh.
I really hope you're okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Cooper's mom. I'm not bullying him. He
No.
knows I'm kidding.
Before we go, I need to also acknowledge the fact that I was called fat throughout high school, even though I was like the most fit in the group. But you know,
Listen.
I was close.
Yeah. Because this dude Caleb Pratt's been lifting
yeah.
for 5
Yes,
years.
yes. No, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
And probably Gabriel Oquendo would be.
Yeah.
above me,
Especially
but-
around the soccer season. Oh my
Yes,
gosh,
yes.
Buddy was freaking scary.
But I was certainly not fat. I need to say that.
No, that was a running joke with our
Yep,
group.
yep.
Is we always called this guy fat just because you've always had that type of like not
Yeah.
you've had the genetics is what I want.
Yeah,
I
for
wanna
sure,
say.
for
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to get into another yap session. We already ended
Yep.
it. So
But thank you, Cooper, for being on. We hope you actually watch it.
There you
Wow,
go.
that was
Come
awful.
on, there we go.
That's a little better.
All right.
We hope you actually watch this episode since you're on it.
yep, hopefully.
But thank you guys for
I'll think about
watching. Hit the subscribe button. Get us to 100 subscribers, and we'll give away a 1-of-1 hoodie. Nip slip? Anybody? Oh, yep, there was one right there.
Yep.